So a few days ago, I made a video that I returned my cosmic orange color iPhone 17 Pro Max. So here is the day today because today I have got in this studio this silver color iPhone 17 Pro Max and I have been using this device from the past, I would say 24 hours or so. I was able to get this unit from a nearby mall. So I really did not have to wait for this device to arrive in my mailbox, which is a good thing. But after using this device for some time, I actually end up liking this color a lot. Now, I said in the previous video that this might be one of my favorite colors for any smartphone. This is my Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. That is my primary device. But when I started to use the silver color, I am just so biased. I think so that something about this color is just too neutral. It is so classic. It is a very clean design in my opinion. And again, this is a very handy smartphone as well. At the same time, I did mention this thing in my iPhone 17 Pro Max original review as well. So this thing, because of the rounded corners and because it is now an all aluminum design, it is a very handy smartphone to hold in hand versus the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, which again is my favorite smartphone, but the corners are just a bit too rough. But again, I think that the design on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, it is a bit more premium, and that is the premiumness that you get from the titanium finish on this device versus the aluminum one. And I have seen this thing getting scratched a lot even in the silver color as well. So I do not know that if it is the right choice for you or no, but certainly this is one thing that I really liked about this smartphone, that it is a very neutral color. And today when I was filming the videos about this thing in the front of my building, actually no one stopped me when I was filming the video because this thing is just not an attention grabber. But trust me, wherever I go and whenever I see someone with a cosmic orange color iPhone, I really stop by and see that how does that smartphone it really looks when someone else is using that one. And again, it is not a bad color at all, but that is just a personal choice and it is just a very big attention grabber, but not this thing as we have got in this video. Again, I think I just made a very good choice because even when I was picking this device from the store, I was actually thinking that skip this one and again get the cosmic orange one, just because the demand of that smartphone is way too much. And even if you ask anyone in the Apple store, they would just recommend you buying this color, the cosmic orange one, instead of the silver one and the blue one, which I totally get it. I do not know that when will be the next time when we will see a poppy color just like what we got on this iPhone 17 Pro Max, the cosmic orange color. And might it be just the last time when we see the orange color, because again, it is a very controversial color and this thing is just a very old, plain, boring color. But that is what I really like about this smartphone. Now, I have not got this iPhone 16 Pro Max in front of me right now, but here is how it looks with this Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and you be a better judge. Again, the thickness of this device is actually more than the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and I know that in a few days when we will get the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, it is going to be an even slimmer device. So I think that that device is going to be 7.8 mm thick versus I think that this thing is 8.75 mm, which is just a chunker in my opinion. But again, something about this design is just timeless. This is how it looks when I put it in front of my ears. So here we go. And the side profile, I think it does not look too bad and it does not look too, I would say, poppy in my opinion. I really like this white finish on the back of the smartphone, that is the glass part, along with the silver part that is there on the smartphone. And I think that it does make it a very classic smartphone to look in my opinion. Again, it also matches with almost every the previous generation and even the latest generations of the MacBooks that you have got in the market as well. So if you have got any silver MacBook and a silver iPad, so this thing is going to be going really well with those one. And I'm not too sure that why Apple did not release the black color iPhone, but I just love the silver color a lot. And again, even if there was a black color, I would have still picked the silver color because this just looks a very timeless design. And that is just why that I wanted to make this video, that if you're going for a cosmic color, to go to an Apple store or a nearby store that has got the demo units for the Apple iPhones and just compare that how does this thing it looks in comparison to the silver one, because again I think that this is a very neat look. Now apart from that, I have used iPhone 17 Pro Max in general in the past 2 weeks. I was using the cosmic orange color before, and overall I do like this device a lot, but it does get a bit more warm in my opinion in the back of this device somewhere over here, which is something that I was not expecting, because this is the first year where we have got a vapor chamber on this device. So when Apple really said that they're changing the material, they just meant something, because they might know that the processor on what we have got on the latest iPhone, it is a bit more hotter, or this is just because that I'm not on the latest iOS version, and this thing just might be getting fixed with the latest version of iOS, which is something that I'm hoping for. But it is not really a problem on this iPhone, because even though that it does get to tend a bit more warm, but it is not like really warm at the point where you cannot touch the smartphone. So a really good thing about this one. And again, I also saw that a few of the people, they were getting scratches near the antenna band as well. So this is one of the smartphones for this year that you really need to babysit in my opinion. And one another thing that I noticed on this iPhone is that normally when you get these iPhones, I think when I had the iPhone 16 Pro Max, this camera control button, it was enabled by default, but on this thing you need to enable the camera control button inside of the settings. So maybe Apple might be thinking to remove this button in the near iPhones as well. Not something that I'm sure of, but the way that what Apple has done over here, just quietly disabling this button from default, I just do not have positive vibes about it. But anyhow, I was anyway not using this feature at all on my iPhone 16 Pro Max, so I would not be surprised about that. But another thing what I noticed on this smartphone is that now there is an option to turn on or off the PWM dimming option inside of the settings of the smartphone, which was not something that was available on the older iPhone. But there is no option that says that what is the actual PWM dimming rate on this device, even though that this is now a better display, it is a brighter display, and also the anti-reflective display technology on this thing is not as good as what we have got on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. But a lot of really good features that are there on the smartphone, just like now having a square sensor on the front of the device, even though that there is the camera gate on the selfie camera of the smartphone, because you cannot record in the full square sensor mode on the smartphones, but it is now an 18 megapixel camera sensor, so the details should be better. And also now we have got a triple 48 megapixel array of the cameras on the back of the smartphone, which is a refresh for this year. So not really something that is a drastic change from the iPhone 16 Pro Max from the last year, but all it is really about is the look of this new iPhone, and that is what I really wanted to tell about in this video, because this color, this silver color, is actually one of the better ones. And after I think so the iPhone 5s or even the iPhone 4, I think that this is one of the best smartphones in the terms of looks in my opinion. A very clean design indeed, and a very timeless design. But do let me know in the comment sections below that what are your thoughts about the silver color, and what is the iPhone that you really picked for yourself for this year. Well, that was all. My name is Anshul. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.